And we move on to our setting. So at the title here, which is this side, you can make changes to it anytime, any day, any moment. You have the chance to make changes to it every day. So I just make changes. The description here describes your page. So we have Bible verses and we want to give a description to our page. So let's say, so our this is our simple basic description here. So I'll just hit on save. And you can choose the language that you want your blog to be in. If your website is about adult content, you can enable this and require age confirmation before your readers are being allowed. Okay. And this your Google Analytics ID. So if you have your Google Analytics ID, you just come here and paste it. In order for you to start using it, Google AdSense, you need to get the ID and paste them here. So it's very, very advanced, which I'm not going to talk anything about it. And this is the fave icon. And with the fave icon, you can choose, you see, we have blogger on your website here. This is the blogger icon. And this option allows you to change the blogger icon from here. So I can change that by choosing from. And if you want, so let's consider this. I just chose a random one. Okay, it doesn't really affiliate to what I'm doing. Then I'll hit on save. Okay, so now, when I refresh this blog, it won't automatically change at times. It takes time to change. Okay, and you can see our description here. So the description we give to our Bible verses, what you can see. And this option allows you to when it's enabled, it becomes visible to a search engine. That means anybody can search anything on your website. Okay, so you make sure that this section is enabled, and most of the time it's enabled already, so you don't have to make any changes. And this is the blog address. You can also change it anytime, any day, any moment, but it's not always advisable to be changing it since it might affect um your audience. Okay, if they want to search. And here you can add a custom domain to it. You can add your own domain. You can buy domain from Google as well. So with the HTTPS, which is the hypertext transfer protocol, allows you to what ensure that just like the description here, to HTTP redirects to HTTPS. Very simple. And this aspect also allows you to add blog admins and author. So you can choose to invite people to make sure, so you can make the person an author or an add. This shows pending with invite, and you can add their email to invite. If they accept it, then you can make them authors or readers for your blog. Okay. And in this post section, you can post your show, like your post can be shown, the number of posts you show on your blog can be changed here. So if you want 10 posts at a time, you can do that. If you want less than that, you can do that. Okay. Okay. And these are our comment location. And embedded comment location. So it shows in a pop-up window or a full what window, and who can comment. So this who can comment section actually is like, so we have users with Google accounts. So that means if you don't have a Google account, you can't. And they said only members of this blog can what comment, and anyone can what comment, including those without what Google accounts. And so when you go through, you know how things actually work here. And you can also post with email, but this option is not really available and it's not working quite well. So the formatting here. So right now we have Los Angeles time to be -8, which is below our Ghanaian time, or anywhere you add the time. So if you're in Los Angeles, you can keep this. But if you're in any place which doesn't have this same particular time, that means you need to change it by going through all this thing. And so Ghana, we have it as zero, right? Like 00, right? Um, so that's 00. You can use the throw time. We have many options to change from um the time. Okay, so we can use the Lisbon, which is in London time. Then we just save it. So these are the times that will show on your post. And here comes uh, the meta tag. I don't really have a precise definition for the meta tag, but I actually set it on Google to find the exact definition. So when I come here, you can see the meta tags are areas in HTML code that contains information about a website. So search engines access certain meta tags so they can what, for instance, display a page title and description in the search results. Okay, so just like I read, you can also go ahead to learn more. So this is very, very important for you to get searches on Google. It's very, very important to enable this. And when you enable it, you had to give a brief description that speaks everything about what your blog or your website. So here I don't really have a brief description for my website for now, so I just have to ignore it because it's created for tutorial sake. Okay, and this is the custom 404 page that actually is being displayed when you don't have any link attached to a particular post. So it shows 404. That means like there is nothing there, and maybe there might be future post or page like attached to it. And we have crawlers and what indexing. So what do we mean by crawlers? Crawlers and indexing. So from here we had the definition here. So crawling is a process which is done by our search engine bots to what discover publicly available web pages. Indexing means when search engine bots crawl the website pages and saves what a copy of all information on index servers, and search engines show the relevant results on search engine when a user performs a search query. So just like you read, it sometimes is very important to enable it. It depends on what you think, which I don't really have in-depth analysis about this, and I can't do anything. And when you enable this, you need to make sure it's shown in your Google console, because for it to be shown just by what the definition actually depicted, you need to add it to your Google console. So, and to enable aid monetization, you need to enable this to make it turn on. And you can export your blog by backing it up and import it anytime soon. You can also remove your blog permanently, which I don't think you will dare do that, and also allow blog feed to be in full so that anything on it can be seen. Okay, so here you can also change the user profile. So here you can make all the changes you need or you need to make on your user profile. So that's all for the setting. So when we go to our reading list, so these are just some basic stuff that happened years back, 3 years ago, and not really important. And yeah,